Let's go.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Oh, you're
Bro, think he's true.
I'm gonna unmute you and let you talk as well. I rap. The judge panel tonight is myself, Matt, CHOOF, and GYMSTAR, as per always. We got some nice submissions tonight. We're getting submissions as we go. I'm moving it around the Discord. I don't know why.
I can't wait for y'all to hear what we recorded.
Yeah, we had that shit done last minute too. Not the first.
Wait, did you? Are you gonna put my telephone version?
Nah, your telephone verse got cut out, unfortunately, CHOOF.
All right.
It's a funny story, but we'll tell it later. Where CHOOF called me and he was on the phone, and we recorded him into the mic on the telephone, but we didn't use that because it was too.
It was trash.
It was
trash.
It was off time and muddy. You couldn't hear the beat because I had the headphone up against the cell phone. It was whack.
Right. All right, let's get it popping. Shout out our judges, man. Shout out Blaze putting in work. Shout out Bird holding it down. GYMSTAR putting work in as well.
Blaze.
Hey, Blaze.
Fly away.
Gonna be a good one, guys.
Hey, look, I don't have CHOOF's tag, but this is all one of his favorite sound effects ever.
This is a certified hood classic.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We got to get CHOOF done did it again in there. But all right, let's get into the first submission, man. Let's see what we got.
All right, we're starting off week 5 hot, right? We got Smeminem coming up on the mic first.
Oh, Smeminem had some heat last week. Let's see what he's got.
Hopefully he stepped it up. Let's hear it.
Yep.
Hey, all right. Man, I like that. I like that a lot. The only thing I didn't like about that, and I'll start out with the negatives here. The negative on that one is I felt like the kick and the bass a little too active on the bottom of that track. Space that out a little bit, for sure. I also I love the melody on this. I'll give you that. I think it needs to be changed up in certain points of the track. For somebody that's been trying to do vocals and stuff. I caught a flow for a second in my head, and then I kind of heard the same thing over again. I was like, I really enjoyed listening to this track, though. I think this is a big step up from last week as well, and I actually thought that this thing hit. This would be like a good beat that you could post on YouTube or something for views. People would be like, this is hard. So I'm gonna give this. We'll start it out with I start too high every week, so I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Let's go to GYMSTAR.
I mean, all in all, I really love the beat. The melody was really, really great. It kind of sounded like a little bit of a nightclub mix to me. If this had lyrics, it should be like really emotional, authentic. Other than that, I really
GYMSTAR, you're cutting out a lot.
oh shit.
GYMSTAR, we got to get you a new mic.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Now
I'd say 8.
8? I got you. All right. CHOOF, what do you have to say about this one?
I kind of agree with you about switching up the melody a bit. I couldn't hear the low end because I'm on my phone, but I liked it. Like YouTube beat vibes. Like it gave me like old school trap hip hop like freestyle type beat. Like pretty generic to be honest. You couldn't really. I wasn't really catching any crazy flows on it, but I'd say it wasn't bad. I give it a 6.
Solid 6 from CHOOF. Matt, you want to chime in if you're judging? Oh, wait, Blaze can't talk. Hold up. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. I didn't admit that on stream. I promise.
Yeah, fucking dictatorship out here. Can't even speak in the feedback stream. Uh, yeah, I think it was pretty solid. It kind of reminded me of like some like old Meek Mill kind of like vibe, you know, like something like early 2010s. I think overall it was pretty solid. I think it like this one got a little repetitive, and 2 just sounded kind of dated. Like I said, it reminded me of something I would have heard like 10 years ago. So I think mainly just keep more fresh with that one chant sound too, especially that shit reminded me like straight like I don't know, something from like 2012. But I'd say overall it was solid, but there's a lot of potential when it came to the arrangement, and then also just like kind of making it sound more like newer and fresh and not something that's kind of like some old trap beat. So I'd say like 6, but there's a lot of room for improvement with that particular track.
All right. So you got an 8, a 7, a 6, and a 6. So that means 27 divided by 4. We're giving you like a 6.9 something average, I guess. If I'm wrong, somebody hit that in the chat. I don't know, or GYMSTAR. GYMSTAR, you just say it out loud. I can't see the comments.
It's like a 6.75 average.
Good math. Great math. All right. Let's move on here to Prod Mikey. Let's keep things moving along because we did run a lot over time last week. So let's keep things moving along. We got Prod Mikey and Alex Jean with a couple other producers. Let's see what you got this week, Prod Mikey.
Let's see it, Mikey.
AKA OVD, if you judges are trying to figure out who this is. Let me turn my input on. There we go. All right. Prod Mikey and a couple other producers and Alex Jean. Here we go.
I wanna live by the moon, whichever is closer to you. I'm in my season, show what I needed. Make me new. I do not care what they saying now. I can't fake my fruit. God, I gotta stay true. I don't really want that. Now my heart again. Make me better, make me smarter, make me strong again. Cause I had to learn this, not what it seemed. Brand new things I peep. Too many snakes in the grass, too many wolf like sheep. If they was walking the path and following God, make sure you see their feet. Some might smile, but still don't show their teeth. If you been praying for rain, how you gonna act in a drop? Righteous live by faith, if you live by faith, then you making it out. Some days harder than others, some days just go south. But I wanna live by the moon, I wanna do what you say. Father, I wanna do it your way. Family broken, know it hurts, still gonna break these chains. I don't care what you thinking, I know what he promised. We gon' make this change. There's times I didn't think I'd get through the week, but I knew I'd make it one day. There's times I didn't think I'd get to the field, knew I'd get to the base. Still making a way, dog, serving, making a change. Shoot for the stars and land on the moon. Deep in space, I'm looking at you. Father, I wanna live by the moon, okay. Whichever whichever is closer to you. I'm in my season, show what I needed. Make me new. I do not care what they saying now. I can't fake my fruit. God, I gotta stay true. I don't let them take. Now my heart again. Make me better, make me smarter, make me strong again. Cause I wanna be with you. Yeah. Not away from you, far away from you. Don't wanna let them take. Now my heart again. God. I wanna live by the moon, whichever is closer to you. I'm in my season, show what I needed. Make me new. I do not care what they saying now. I can't fake my fruit. God, I gotta stay true. I don't let them take. Now my heart again. Make me better, make me smarter, make me strong again. Cause I wanna be with you.
All right, that was Prob Mikey, Alex G, and a couple other producers. Prob Mikey, can I ask you, since you can talk real quick, who is on this track?
Alex G.
Okay,
He's
Alex,
like a
he's the
small
vocalist.
rapper. Yeah, vocal.
Okay, and did you produce this track solely, or what do you mean by other producers?
Like other people engineered it. And so yeah, because I don't know how to mix.
Okay, so you made the beat and they mixed and mastered the vocals.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, I wanna congratulate you on that beat being absolutely fire. Okay, that was, you know what, I gotta give it to you. I'll give you that beat on this track.
This is a certified hood classic.
That's how I felt about that beat. I love the box in the background. I don't know if that was you also, or if that was someone else that hopped on there. I don't know if that was part of the beat or whether he had some other vocalist behind him on it. But well done with that. Everything was perfect. The leveling on the beat itself was perfect. I would say the artist on it, good choice. But he's a little cagey in a sense if he sounds like Pop Smoke, in my opinion. He's trying to mimic that type vibe. I think the artist needs to work on himself in terms of finding his own style and unique style on a track compared to copy and pasting what he knows works. Because as you know, as you see with other stuff, if you listen to something like that in your car and you've heard Pop Smoke before, you're gonna be like, he's just ripping him off. So I'd like to see him come out of his comfort zone. He's got a good voice too, I could tell. Overall on this track, I'm gonna give you an 8 because I know you make some fire beats and stuff, and this was one of them fire beats. Like I said, I love the beat. I think the artist choice was good. You didn't do your own mixing and mastering on the track. Whoever did that, they did a great job, but some things could have been done better. And definitely the artist on the track needs to find their style a little bit more, but that's not something that is affected by you. So it's an 8. It's a high 8. It's a good 8. GYMSTAR?
I really do love the background. The main verse in the beginning, I'd say turn it up a little bit. I really like the melody in general. The beat is really fire. This felt like something I would listen to in the gym all the time. So my vote would have to be another 8.
Say that one more time because it would cut it out a little bit.
I mean, my vote would be another 8.
Another 8. 8 from GYMSTAR. CHOOF?
I'm gonna be honest, I really like that. So Mikey made the beat, and then another artist hopped on it with the vocals, and another artist mixed it, right? Or
Yeah,
engineered.
audio engineer. Yeah.
Okay, so Mikey, could you, before I give the rating, could you give a rundown on how you produced the beat? Did you make the melody from scratch? Did you make the vocals from scratch? Did you find them online somewhere? How did you construct the beat?
Okay, we're not hearing from Mikey, but let's get it doesn't matter. We'll say like interpretation wise of how the beat sounded because he's using royalty free sounds and whatnot. Also, if he was using samples.
Pretty much from scratch. Okay. My bad, bro. I'm reading back up. I wasn't checking. Yeah, no, that was fire, bro. That was fire. Mixing was great. I know that was huge. The beat was great. I like the. It's not really pop smoke bird. It's more if you're familiar with like Kalani, like that
Yep.
song, like that new. I don't even really know what the genre is. That new kind of drill sound. I thought it sounded
It's like New York drill.
yeah, like New York drill, but it's not like the old pop smoke shit. It's like some
It's
new.
like Sleepy Hollow, Chef G, all them.
Yeah, right.
I
A
just don't
little
like.
bit like Chef G, Sleepy Hollow. But if you guys heard Kalani, that's what that reminded me of. I thought it was hot, bro. I think the choice of the artist, especially his voice was smooth as shit too. Like, I like the deep tone. It fit the beat very well. I thought the mix sounded good, even though like my phone speakers aren't really doing it for me.
You're cutting in
I
and
thought
out.
it
Like
was.
you're talking too close to the mic a little bit.
Oh, I'm talking too close. My
Yeah,
phone.
definitely. I can tell you now that you step back just a little bit, it even sounded a lot better. So you can even stand back just a little bit more.
All right. Yeah, but it sounded really good, bro. Um, I'm trying to think where I was at. Oh yeah, the vocals were smooth. I think it was catchy too. I want to go to the moon. Like I thought it was dope. I give it an 8.5, bro. High 8.8 from me. Good shit, bro. Great production. Great choice of
Are we
artists.
saying 8.5 or 9? We're only doing half steps here. I'm not averaging that out.
Okay, I'll go 8.5.
All right, please.
Oh yeah, just kind of what everybody else said. I think it's a really good vibe. I love the dude's voice. You say he bites pot smoke. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's just like when a voice is that deep and that recognizable, it's kind of hard not to sound like him, you know. But um, I love like Sleepy Hollow, Chef G, all of them. So this song was actually like a banger to me. I'd say it's probably about a 9. I think the vocal maybe could have been like a little bit more upfront in the mix at times, but it wasn't bad. It was just like could be polished a little bit. In terms of the production, I really like the beat. I think it was fire. The artist was fire. The mix was pretty solid. I'm gonna give it. I would say it would be a 9, but since you had to outreach for the mixing and everything, I'm gonna say an 8.5. Just kind of give you that little bit of encouragement to go out there and try to get better at mixing.
And bro made my life easy too, which I appreciate. So it's coming out to an 8.25 on the night for Mikey, but I will give you credit as well for what you did on the track. I thought that this was definitely a
This is a certified hood classic.
great job on that one for sure. Keep up the good work. I mean, I see you improving every week for sure. Also, the next track we're gonna get to. Let's keep things moving along here because we got a few submissions tonight. Let's get CJF Music 1986. I believe that's his birthday. So if y'all can't do the calculations in your head, I can't either. I'm just kidding now. So that means he's up. He's old. He's older on the spectrum. So just keep that in mind with his
Nothing wrong with
productions.
that.
I love the vintage vibe he always gives me with his tracks. He's a producer, so I don't know if there's any lyrics on this. If there are lyrics, he might have sampled them from like a popular rap song because he likes to do that to sell his beats. But let's give it a shot here. I see a lot of fires on there already, which is always a good sign. Let's hear what he has this week.
I tell this story like a roster of a sister shot by coppers. Outside a home, they at the door, nobody cared to knock. You're dreaming with a honey. It was shocking and so surprising. Midnight, the door rocking, battle ram, nobody talking. Who is it? A honey barking, who breaking in our apartment? Silence. As the man of the home, you know he had to cock it. He let one ring out as a warning. They didn't shot in 32 times. She dying like Bob Marley, he crying out.
Ew, this is Bob.
Bullets burn, they holocaust us. Ashes to our daughters. Pray our sons have granddaughters and live to be grandfathers dedicated to Asada. Broke our fourth chakra in memory of the rosters who forewarned us for Brianna. We still dealing with the trauma. Praying for the mama. Civil suits, they give us loot, but ain't no healing in the commas. They lie and they lie and they lie on us. We the only ones that truly really cry for us. Time and time again, we gotta fight for us. The sheriff and the deputies, they got their rifles up. As Sean Bell lay bleeding, never got married for reason. 50 shots, he was murdered by the cops.
We get the vibe of the beat. It's a loop. All right, we get the vibe of the beat. It's a loop. I just want to say straight off the bat, this was absolutely fire. The sample you chose to put over it as well, absolutely fire. Right when it came in with "I Shot the Sheriff" too. That's a Bob Marley song. If y'all don't know, like that original was a Bob Marley song. Like I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot no deputy. Oh, whoa.
Okay, Bird.
Yeah. So that sample was hot. I really enjoyed that. And like I gave him in the introduction, I said he's old school, right? I knew that was hitting in his head too. He was like, this is gonna be gas. I know he cooks up his beats and throws these samples over him, but look, production wise, from a production standpoint, this is flawless. Maybe a little bit too much with the vinyl tape sound in the background, like the little buzz you put in there. I don't know how much I like that. I think you could have cut that back a little bit. And the phasing on the drums a little bit, maybe cut that a little bit back. You don't need to phase them completely. They should kind of stay a little bit of more center in some parts, but overall, this for me is a 9. I really enjoyed this beat. GYMSTAR?
This was a vibe for me. I admit the vocals are really well done. Lyrics really go good with the beat and melody. So 8.5.
8.5 from GYMSTAR. Let's go back to CHOOF. CHOOF,
I mean, shit. That was a vibe, bro. I love the Bob Marley sample. Shout out Eric Clapton. He also said that after them. It was a vibe. Definitely caught the old school hip hop vibe. Production was fire. Couldn't really tune in on the mixing because again I'm on my phone, but I give it a 8.5. I think we have some solid submissions so far.
He's had some fire submissions. BLZE,
Hey,
My bad.
Bradley.
I was cooking some rice. Dude, honestly, I think it was fire. I love the groove. That bass line was crazy. My only one complaint, I guess you would say, was I think the vocals sat a little bit too far above the beat, but I'm also listening over a Discord stream with AirPods, so take my mix advice with a grain of salt there. But I think the beat itself was like basically flawless. So I'm gonna give it like a 9.5. I'm only docking that 0.5 because of that vocal.
9.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Yeah, I think that shit was groovy.
Okay, all right. You know what they say. Okay, all right.
Hey, Blaze.
All right. At the end of the day, though, that is another one of those
This is a certified hood classic.
worthy songs.
We got to get this soundboard away from you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. This should be pretty easy for me to average out. It's looking like a solid 8.75 in my opinion. I don't know. My mathematical opinion is good. Yeah, no, that's exactly that. I just did it on the calculator.
Yep.
So that's just another one in the books. But now we got some heat coming as well because I don't know if you all have seen it. They got like almost the same logo. So Trev has been dropping heat every week. But now his brother's in the Discord as well. And his brother's name is Colt. Trev dropped something at 9:27 yesterday, and his brother came back with something 2 hours later. So we got a double right here.
We got some brotherly competition. Let's see who's the better one.
Yeah, and both of them are about to be fired. You know how they, from previous weeks, how they like to spit. So let's see what they got for us this week, because I know this is about to be hard. All right, What to Say by Trev is up first.
I don't really know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what to. Trev, you the dopest in your area code. The way you bury the flows. There's marry me emojis everywhere that he goes. They worship the ground that I walk and cherish these toes. Like my mother and father was fucking Mary and Joe. I buried them hoes near me, I'm very to go. I carry the coat. T-Rad, motherfucker, you a bad motherfucker, dog. I serve them on platters and every word is cadaver. I rip apart all the flesh with every bar that I press. Oh my God, you impress, make all these thoughties and dress. On God, you'll get bodied, I'll not even sweat. You been the best, they keep on telling me this, but I don't really know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what to say. Trev, you so dope, dog, everyone knows. You so real when you flow, it's surreal when you flow. It's no miracle though, from the shit that you seen. It could fuck up a life, mean something different with me. And giving these things made me a wicked MC. Like my dad when I was 12, shit, I'm back with the belt, bitch. I'm nasty, I'm hell-bent, this my passion, you felt this. So if ever Trevin sells, they keep hoping I fail. And I can't help that I fail, I'm one of one in this field. And you rappers don't snap, in fact you run of the mill. Skip fucking vanilla, but you'll get stuffed in the milk carton, is fucking for real. They keep saying I'm too much with the skill. I don't really know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what to say. T-Rad, motherfucker, you a bad motherfucker. They don't know your music and I feel sad for you, brother. You sit and you jot lines, complicated as fuck rhymes. You harbor these thoughts, I am not in my right mind. Falling on dark times, be honest, man, stop lying. You anxiety riddled, look how society did you. The fucking irony in you, yeah. Just smile a little bit at these rhymes that you scribbled. It got you feeling invincible, but without a Trev, dog, man, you feel so invisible. Bitch, you so pitiful, think your pain is the pinnacle. Cause everybody thinking that you got life figured out. You got a house, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 with a booth. Shit, homie, just admit it, you ain't got life figured out. Look at every female with you, she was trifling out. Are you even there for your kids? Are you even there for your chick? Are you even there at work when you be getting these chips? How do you treat your employees? Is your chick there in the morning? Half the shit that you spit isn't charismatic, it's boring. Bitch, you so corny, a white boy in this rap shit, and every spit is like pour me down the pen in the pad, bitch, you ain't been in no bag. How many bottles you kill? Just press the throttle and spill. You fucking car off the hill, you fucking soft as a quilt. You ain't popping, ain't built shit for hip hop, and that's real. Bill Cosby, you all be always copping the feel. You not with the real, start popping these pills. Start at your grill and hope it rocks to your heels.
All right, that was Trev. What to say? I mean, absolute bop. I love the hook on this. I know you've been telling me you struggle to get them hooks on there because of, your flow's so tight, and you hit them bars in an aggressive way, and that's why you struggle with the hooks. I love the hook on this. I think this track is a radio ready track, in my opinion. I think the mix is good as well. I like the effects you put on it. I think everything here is perfect. I'm not going to talk that much about this one. I'm just going to give it another 9. I think this was a 9. GYMSTAR, what did you think?
I mean, just like the song, I don't even know what to say at this point. This was absolutely fire. The lyrics go hard. Everything flows really nice. So it's another 9 for me.
CHOOF, you're up.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I might have to sort of disagree with both of you guys. Maybe Blaze could back me up on it just because we have a little bit more producing. A bit monotone on throughout the entire track. A bit of kind of like cornier flow. I thought that the vibe that they were going for wasn't matched by their vocals. I think they needed a little bit more of a powerful voice. It was very like monotone. I think if they could have kicked the energy up, I could hear like NF on that beat. Like real powerful rapping, and this dude was kind of just doing it, no, like wasn't a lot of flow switches, super monotone voice. I got the idea of the song, little bit darker, but I feel like if you're gonna go down that route, you need to come with a very powerful vocal, and to me personally, I feel like it didn't match that vibe they were going for. So for me, I'm gonna give that a 6.5.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Chuv. I think I have like similar feelings, but maybe not as dramatic as yours are. I'm gonna start off and say I give it like a 7. I like the themes in it. I like that one little like verse section of it when you're kind of talking to yourself. Remind me a lot of like some old school Eminem, like Chuv was saying. Um, I think the beat choice was pretty good. And I think the flows were solid too. But again, I think like Chuv said, like you need a little bit more enthusiasm maybe in it, or just like a slightly better delivery because it's walking a line of being really hard or really corny. Luckily, it didn't fall into either of them, but it kind of walks like in a right in the middle between the two. So I think that just really focus on your delivery and make sure it doesn't, I don't know, give off that like I hate using the word, but like that corny vibe where like you don't want to like sound like you're biting old Eminem or you're trying too hard to be hard.
Excellent feedback, gentlemen. And gentlewomen, I'm sorry. The average on that is going to be a 7.85 approximately, I'm believing, because we have a 9, a 9, a 6.5, and a 7. I don't know if my math.
Yep, that's right.
GYMSTAR knows right away. She's on top of it. I had to use a calculator, but I guess we can't all be mathematicians in today's times. So now we get hopefully some fuego from his brother Colt, his younger brother, who started rapping with them, rapping together in 2013. So we've seen tracks where they've been on it together and it sounded gas. So now let's listen to what his brother has here for us to listen to.
Bert, are you still streaming?
Yeah, dude.
My bad, hold up. I just realized. I'm sorry.
Damn, bro.
I was adding something to the soundboard. I lost track.
That damn soundboard keeps fucking you up.
Wait
You
until
gotta
you.
take it away.
I just added
Give
that.
the soundboard to GYMSTAR, bro. She's got more responsibility.
You'll have access to the
Thank you.
soundboard, by the way. It's the little the little. There's 4 things on the bottom left of your screen. One says Open Soundboard when you click on it. Is everybody viewing my screen? All right, we're gonna start it up. This is Fuego by Colt. All right, and I'm sorry for the delay.
I'm lit, I'm fuego. I do this shit every day though. My chick with me and we lay low. I do whatever she say so. That ass for me, what I came for. You paint that picture El Greco. Let me see you dance, let me see you move, let me see you break out. Yeah, let it go. Let me see you shake that thing. What it do? How you fitting them jeans, eating all that food? Hey, that's not hate, girl. I like that too. Hey, those implants not a broken tooth. Can I grab those hips? Can I touch those too? Let's get undressed. I'm a nudist dude. Let's get to swinging like the monkeys do. I get lost in your head. Of your 2 chicks too. 2 chicks lit. I'm fuego. She got some heat between them hips. I never say no. I'm lit. I'm fuego. She got some heat between them hips. I never say no. I'm lit. I'm fuego. I do this shit every day though. My chick with me and we lay low. I do whatever she say so. That ass for me, what I came for. You paint that picture El Greco. The secret is don't fuck with the fake hoes. Please don't come till I say so. Keep shaking that thing what it's made for. Back it up on me like a payload. Educating me with a brain nose off of the brim. I caught me a Kango. Hell to the cool J smoke to the pango. Off of the chain, I'm watching a Django. Never to the games where I fuck me the same hoe. I'm lit, I'm fuego. She got some heat between them hips. I never say no. I'm lit, I'm fuego. She got some heat between them hips. I never say no. I go skillet with the shit. I go off with the pancos. Wait, let me cook you dinner. How about some chicken stir fry, side of rice, and desserts a sinner? I see them thirsty eyes looking at me cold like the 1st December. I'll be that herd you shepherd. I'll be your warm endeavor. Hey, what you gonna say to me? Yeah, bitch, don't play with me. Hey, where did that just come from? What a fucked up little conundrum. I bust this shit like a bus slugs. Ain't nobody fucking like me, so put your buns up. Titties out with the love hums. Keep on fucking with me until the sun's up. I'm lit, I'm fuego. I do this shit every day though. My chick with me and we lay low. I do whatever she say so. That ass for me, what I came for. You paint that picture El Greco. I'm lit, I'm fuego. I do this shit every day though. My chick with me and we lay low. I do whatever she say so. That ass for me, what I came for. You paint that picture El Greco.
Yeah, I got you. Good enough? Okay, good.
All right. That was Fuego by Colt. And let me just say, I thought that track was Fuego. I caught the vibe of that track right away, and I related with the lyrics you were saying in that track. I think your lyricism on that was beautiful. I do think that you could have switched up the scheme at some points, and I thought you could do a lot more with your cadence because you got a great voice, my friend. I don't know if you're listening in, but yeah, I really love this track. I like the beat choice too. I thought it was something different. Um, However, like I do want to see you be hitting these bars harder because I hear you in some of these other Trev songs hitting these bars harder. For me, that's an 8.5. I'm gonna pass it right to GYMSTAR. I'm not gonna say nothing else. That track spoke for itself.
Bird, you took the words right out of my mouth. But overall, I gotta say, it's another 9.
It's another 9 from GYMSTAR. No reaction needed. Choof, what did you have?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was vibing with that shit. It reminded me of some like old young crazy like baby no money. It stuck in my head. I put it on Fuego. Honestly, that was my favorite submission this night. Like it was catchy. It had like an old style vibe. It wasn't corny in a way that's bad. It was like a fun corny. And I personally fuck with that shit. So I'm giving that a 9. I low key. If that's on Spotify, put it in the chat because I'm a stream that.
Just
100%.
Yeah, definitely speak a little bit. I don't know what's going on with your mic. It's cutting out at the end. But what was the number you were given there?
Yeah.
What was that?
No,
You're cutting out heavy right now.
I think he said 9.
no, I was. Yeah,
Maybe speak closer to the mic now. Actually, try that.
good. Nah, my bad. My shit was bugging out. I'm tripping. I give it like a 9. And I was saying, if anyone has a link to it, if that's on Spotify, send it to me.
Yeah, that shit was fuego. That was in Choof's opinion. He gave that a 9, so that makes this an automatic.
This is a certified hood classic.
All right, Blaze, what you got to say? But Blaze.
Hey, Blaze.
I think he said he'll be right back. I'm not sure if he's on right now.
Oh, he got kicked. Hold up. All right, so Blaze is out of this. We'll still average them out the same way. We got 2 9s and an 8.5. So if my math is correct,
I'm telling you, Blaze would have fucked with that too.
yeah, he would have fucked with that for real. If I'm correct, Blaze is out. So we got 2 9s and an 8.5. If my math is right, that's sitting at about an 8.9 ish.
Hey,
All right, let's.
how the fuck is it an 8.9?
2 9s and an 8.5 is an 8.83. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Oh, I'm tripping. I thought you meant everything added up. Okay, that's not bad.
So you beat your brother Colt if you listen back. If you're gonna probably be listening back to this.
Yeah, Colt, bro, that shit was fire. Send me that link if you got that on streaming platforms. I want to show love.
All right. These next two are not gonna be judged, but we got some special shit for you tonight. Yesterday I had GYMSTAR, who is one of our judges as well, come over. She was over in my studio, helping me out with this country song I've been working on. And then after that, today I had Blaze come over and we cooked up a beat and a whole vocal track on this track. I produced the beat on Country Nights as well, if y'all were wondering. We'll just play them and see how you guys feel about them. And don't knock it at first, all right? This is a corny country song, but it's like that for a reason.
She was just a lonely Jersey girl, slowly turning over my whole world. She was the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Her pretty eyes always smiling at me. When we went out on the town, acting like I was never around. No need to ask why, always right there by her side. Thought everything with us was fine. Treated her the best that I could. Did my best to make her smile. Always gave her my best, dropped all the rest. Always gave her my respect. Wish I spent more time with you before I knew everything was through. Wish I spent more time with you before I knew everything was through. I remember all the nights like this. Remember all the things we did. Remember all the places we've seen. The nights when it was you and me. I remember all the nights like this. Remember all the time we shared. Remember what we used to be. Wish we had more nights like these. Wish we had more nights like these. No more empty feeling between. Sitting asking the Savior please. A chance to see what this could be. Where did the time go? We were moving fast when it should have been slow. Now I write about it all alone. Hoping God you don't see my notes. Hoping time heals was everything, and the best comes to you and me, because to me you mean everything, even after this ending. Wish I spent more time with you before I knew everything was through. Wish I spent more time with you before I knew everything was through. I remember all the nights like this, remember all the things we did, remember all the places we've seen, the nights when it was you and me. I remember all the nights like this, remember all the time we shared, remember what we used to be. Wish we had more nights like these. I wish we had more time, I wish we had our whole lives. I'm never bored of these nights, beautiful like the sunrise. I wish you the best in life, I hope you're doing alright. I'm missing you by my side, I remember every night. I remember all the nights like this, remember all the things we did, remember all the places we've seen, the nights when it was you and me. I remember all the nights like this, remember all the time we shared, remember what we used to be. Wish we had more nights like these. More nights like these, yeah.
Oh my God! Quick round of applause. Quick
This is
round of
a
applause.
certified hood classic.
Okay.
First of all, let me hop in first.
Go for it.
So Bird sent me this track before GYMSTAR got on it. And I told him, I was like, it's a great idea, but the vocals are a little bit pitchy. So I could tell he re-recorded it. And Bird, I'm proud of you, bro. All jokes aside, this track was good. GYMSTAR, you killed the vocals too. Your voices blended together great. I think it's a great track all around. Definitely your best vocal performance. I heard a little bit more country twang in it, which it sounded good, bro. Like it fits your voice. I'm proud of you, bro. This shit has me inspired, has me wanting to hop in the studio as we speak and get to recording. I think it's dope how Jim Star pulled up for a studio, says you guys got creative in person. I love that. One thing I can say, just being critical, like I said, I can't judge the mix because I'm just listening off my phone. I feel like it's just a little bit too high, Bird, for your vocal range. I'm not saying you didn't hit the vocals because you did, but I feel like if it was just a key or two lower, it would be perfect in your vocal range, and it would sound a lot cleaner and a lot more, presence in the vocal because you wouldn't be straining as much to hit the high notes. But besides all that, bro, I loved it. Like genuinely, I say you work on that and make it a final product, and you put that on Spotify. And I would bump it. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. I know we joke around a lot, but that was good. The idea is great. I think it needs a couple more tweaks, and it's gonna be dope. Jim Store, Bird, great collaboration. I love it.
Much appreciated. Yeah, and
Thank you.
she actually coached me through my vocals a little bit too yesterday. Like where I should be singing from and like the main things that I was going wrong with. I was sitting in my chair recording that the first time around, and she had me standing up using my diaphragm and everything like that because I've never had professional vocal coaching before in my life, you know. So,
I think it was dope. And we got Bird, we got Blaze back in the chat if you want to unmute him. He's got some things to say.
oh yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, Blaze. I forgot to unmute you. You're good to talk now, buddy.
Yeah, you're good. I'd have dipped for a minute there. But yeah, dude, you showed me this like a few hours ago, and I think it's probably the best thing that you've ever been the mastermind behind. Um, it was like I love how like the song flows. You had a pretty good vocal performance. Jim Starr's voice sounds really good on it. It's just overall like a very solid track. I think this basically follows Choof's advice, like just put your heart and soul into it, you know, re-record anything you have to, just put every little ounce of effort you have into it, and I feel like you could release it. It would actually be something that would be pretty fire and that you would be proud to have your name on. Oh yeah, I'll rate it. I'm gonna give that like that's a good bird 9.
Facts. Bird 9. Production, everything behind it. I know you made the beat and you found that guitar sample. I think it's good, bro. Like Matt said, polish it up. Maybe try experimenting with a different key. Maybe pitch the key down 1 semitone, 2 semitones, see if it fits your voice better. But I think it sounded great. And you do have the higher tone where you could hit it, but I feel like you were straining just a little bit. And I think if you didn't strain at all, like the idea behind the song is good enough to where like you really want to polish this up and then release it. Because like Matt said, this is the type of track where it's like you want to have your name behind it. You want to be proud because it's fire, bro. Good shit.
I much appreciate that. I know GYMSTAR appreciates that too. I appreciate the feedback,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into that after we were hammering years of Chicky Beats. So I know you missed those days, Choof. But anyway, up next, we got to keep this thing moving along here because we got some
I do.
submissions. I know. We got to keep this thing moving along here, though. This is the track that me and Blaze just recorded today and finished literally 5 minutes before the stream. So I hope you all enjoyed this little.
Recorded it all in one day.
I hope you enjoyed this little rap track we came up with for y'all. I know I enjoyed making it with Blaze. We always have a good time in the studio. Let's just hear it. Why not?
Blaze ass.
Hey, Blaze.
Yeah,
I got it. Ready?
Swag.
All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. Looking like a funeral, wearing all black, all black, all black, all black, all black. Looking like a funeral, wearing all black, all black, all black, all black, all black. Got me money, I'ma keep it all stashed. Something I never had, yeah, I had it in my past. Popping off, y'all knew that. Welcome to the bird, flying first class. I'm a bird, I've been spreading wings, getting my mind right inside mentally. Never stop, why would I be settling? You can use my beats, just credit me. Diamonds on my neck, rocking jewelry. I'm a monkey up in the trees, but a bird that be seeing things. Frustrated like a cut that bleed. Tell me what you want, tell me what's the plot. Can I shine, can I pop? Moving fast, I don't stop. Top up, roll around. New car, new music, new sound. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. Looking like a funeral, wearing all black, all black, all black, all black, all black. Looking like a funeral, wearing all black, all black, all black, all black, all black.
Wear all black, feeling like I'm him. Written in the sky like I put it on a blimp. Put me on the map, but I never had a pin. Where the hoe is at? Nah, I never had a simp. Cause she my number one like Tracy McGrady. In the crib, cradled up with my baby. Shoot my shot, quick, this shit just can't faze me. Say you love me next second and you hate me. Rockin' Louis V's, nothing new to me. I've been by myself, staying true to me. You've been down bad, acting kinda moodily. Fuck them other hoes, I'd rather be doing me.
All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. All that, I said, bitch, I'm all that, yeah. Looking like a funeral, wearing all black, all black, all black, all black, all black. Looking like a funeral, wearing all black, all black, all black, all black, all black. All that. I'm all that.
No, bro, back to them.
Put it on the table, yeah. Put on my foot.
Choof.
All right, boys. Bringing back the college vibe. By the way, bro. This shit's just got me. This shit's got me reminiscent about the Never Be the Same session. And I think the track was cool. It was the vibe. Oh black, oh black. It's good for like a quick freestyle. I'm not gonna lie, but Matt's verse, I think not the beginning of your verse, Blaze, but like maybe the second half to the end. That flow was fire, bro. I fuck with that heavy.
Tracy McGrady. Nah.
Yeah, like that was fire, bro. Because you got that like Hoodie Allen type. Like I fuck with that, bro. It was fire. I peeped the bars talking about cuddling up with your girl. I fuck with that too. That's some real shit. Uh, Bird, it was cool too. I like the hook. I think you could have done better on your verse part though. That's not the best that I've heard from you for a quick fourth floor up type freestyle. I give it a seven. I give it an 8, 7.5 to 8.
All right, we'll take it. GYMSTAR.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna bump that in my car the next time I be playing. Literally everything was so good. I have to admit, I like having to work. So 8.5 for me.
8.5 from GYMSTAR. That's a high. That's a high 8.5.
This is a certified
10 for
hood
me.
classic.
That's a 10 for me also. And I'm just kidding. These are not getting rated, but if it was, and I give it a 10. No, I'm kidding.
I'm taking that soundboard from you.
I'm having too much fun out here with the soundboard. All right. Mojo's not in here. We'll go back to Mojo's because it's in Spotify when he's back. He's also said he's going to come back to the stream a little bit later. So we'll move on to concepts because I don't want to go out and share my screen for this while everybody's in here right now. I want to do that at the end. Reshare my screen for any Spotify tracks. I don't want to play just a preview for y'all. I want to play you the full thing. I feel like that's the only way to do it justice. So let's move on to concept here. Terrible submission. He barely worked on it. Look, it's okay. It's a minute 15 seconds, my man. And I know you better bring them sound design type sounds in with it, and it's gonna sound gas. So let's just give it a listen. Let's see how it sounds before anybody says anything is terrible, because this could absolutely be gas. You just don't know it yet. Here we go. All right. Hold on a minute. Hold up a minute. Don't say that your submission here is terrible when you said you barely worked on it. I can hear it. You work on this for another hour, make those sounds, make them like real polished and whatnot. What I want to hear from this is that, and I want to hear that loudness come down a bit. I want to sound a little bit more smooth. And this is something I could see, a DJ like DJ CHOOF throwing in there in between tracks in the club, while he's just sitting there DJing. This is something that can get the people moving, he comes right into a mix. I really love this. I think if you actually put the time and effort into this is going to be something fire. And like I said, like this is something the DJ could use to transition between tracks for sure. I mean, I do like the sound choice. I don't think you worked a long time on them and refined them and mixed it up properly yet, but I do think that this is something that has a lot of potential. For that reason, though, seeing what we've had tonight, where we've seen a lot of polished tracks. I'm not talking about just mine, not to do that, but I'm talking about, we had Colt in here. Colt, I don't know if you missed your review. We had a Trev track in here. We had some gas tracks in general. We had a CJF post something fire with a Bob Marley type. Gave me some reminiscent shit about shot the sheriff or whatever. We had a Prob Mikey fire submission with the collab, and we had Smeminem post some fire things. Overall, since this is something that's not really defined, I know you just left. I'm gonna give you probably around a 6.5. GYMSTAR.
Two words for me. Stadium rave. Completely. No, mine's got to be an 8.
GYMSTAR loved it. She's gonna give that a certified hood classic. I'm not gonna play the sound, but that was an 8 for GYMSTAR. CHOOF.
I see the vision. I like electronic music. I know he's been doing a lot of sound design stuff, but to me it didn't. To me, it sounded like an idea. It didn't sound like a track. If that makes sense.
That's what
I feel like a lot of the sound sounded unfinished, not polished, kind of like a demo vibe. That weird like screech sound effect. It's kind of like you put a rooster in an air fryer. Like I feel like I get the idea where you're coming from, but I feel like you gotta tweak that sound a little bit to make it sound more electronic and bassy and not just like some stock sound you threw in there. But yeah, I think the idea was dope. I like the club shit. Definitely stadium rave vibes, but it needs to get polished up. So I like to hear it when it's done. I give it a solid 7 now.
Solid 7 from CHOOF. BLZE.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it brief. I really liked the sound design and I really liked the textures of it. And it sounded like he knew what he was doing, but just decided not to do everything that he learned. Because I think a lot of the sounds, a lot of like the drums had like some good fatness to them, but it was just the whole entire track was just too much. So I'm gonna give it a 5 just because I think that it was just doing too much and I see a lot of potential, but it kind of fell flat.
Okay. So we got a 5, a 7, an 8, and we also have a 6.5. Thanks to me for making this harder. So we're gonna give that a 6. Let's just say it averages to a 6.6. I'm only rounding to the nearest tenth, guys. It's like 6.62 something if I do the math correctly in my brain, but I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm not trying to waste y'all time. Let's get on to the next track. Good work on this track so far. I think it's a great idea, but it could be refined. So please stop there by concept. I know he doesn't like hearing his reviews live, so thank you for posting that though. All right, MMB, Metro Boomin type beat.
Mystery music.
job in school. Didn't pass.
Yeah.
Felt like the teacher was Mrs. Puff.
Yo, Mr. Puff. Roll it up. Bird, let's start the beat. Fire. We got
MMB.
MMB in the chat.
Yeah,
He's
he's here.
asking for
That
permission to
was.
speak. He said, "A, O, A. Can you unmute me?"
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So I can't see
Let's
this.
see what
If
my
I go
man.
out of the submissions, then I can't go. I can't. It stops playing the stuff. You should be good to speak now as long as you unmute your mic.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
You guys hear me?
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, all right. This is the first time I'm actually speaking and meeting you guys. I heard some people rapping, so that was really cool. But it's definitely been a pleasure to hear everyone's work. There was one beat in particular earlier. With an artist, whatever. That was really cool. But it sounds like you guys are definitely all creative. For me, as far as my background, been making beats for around 5 years. I use Logic Pro, and I definitely like to do trap, hip hop, and some orchestral. So definitely looking forward to your feedback. Anything helps. I'm just trying to get better with every track that I create. So.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. This is the. Oh, absolutely, bro. This is the place to do it. Yeah, that was me hopping in there a little freestyle too, and then CHOOF came in for a minute. This beat was gas, and I have to give you that little soundboard. I hate to do it, guys. I have to do it.
This is a certified hood classic.
This beat is full potential here. Like I really enjoy this. I think in previous weeks some of your stuff was a little bit more monotone, and it sounded like if somebody were to catch a flow on it, it would be a little bit more monotone. Where this really was popping. Like this had all the elements to make a hit song. To me, like this is an anthem track type beat, which I love to hear. Um, for me overall, this is gonna be a 9. I really enjoyed this beat. I think this has that anthem track potential. I do think like, I have to give it only a 9 just because there's no vocals on it and other people submitted vocals this week on top of tracks that they also produced.
Oh shoot! I didn't even know we could do that. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, for sure. But this beat, absolutely gas. Like this is hot for sure. This is
Let me step in and
this is
say
probably
something
go for
a
it.
little before we get out of here. Hold on, give me one sec. Did y'all hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Now we can't hear you. Did he join in? Join back? Shoot, hold up.
Yeah, I think he did.
All right, you should be able to speak now, Choof.
My bad. Yeah, but I thought that I also produced. We could definitely connect, maybe do some cook-ups. But yeah, bro, I think it was hot. What was that? Who did say Bird? Metro Boomin type beat?
Metro Boomin X Future type beat. He posted it as on
Yeah,
Facebook.
definitely got that vibe. I think it was a solid trap beat, bro. Nothing really too crazy that stood out to me, but also nothing that didn't stand out to me. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't a bad beat at all, but it wasn't like, holy shit, this is crazy. I thought it was a solid, like, type beat that you find on YouTube. Mixed well, leveled well, definitely fit the vibe with the Metro Boomin and Future tag on it for sure. And I think, just keep cooking up, keep experimenting with different sounds, keep trying different genres. And I think you're on the right track, bro. Would definitely, since you're on Logic, I'd love to work with you in the future, man.
For sure, man. For sure, we'll definitely connect. Appreciate the feedback.
Yeah. I would even
Got you,
add I
dog.
would even add to that. I actually appreciated Chu's feedback there with the saying like everything's a 12 there, but nothing really stood out, nothing really didn't stand out. I don't think that's because of the beats that you have. Like this was one of your top beats that I've seen. I think you just need to experiment, like trying to do some different things or maybe
Hmm.
work with some different keys and whatnot because a lot of your stuff be sounding very much the same. So
Hmm.
instead of using like all these like this form maybe you're using, I don't know if this is true or not, like a format that you found works for you, right? Instead of using that every single time, maybe venture out and try something different here or there because you never know. Like one of these times you'll make something unique, send it to somebody, and they'll be like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I can pop on this kind of track. That's kind of what happened with that String
Hmm.
Loco beat that I had. And then uh, Joel, who's in the Discord, and Kofi, who's in the Discord, said, I have bars for this. They sent
Hmm.
me their bars and they didn't record them on good mics or whatnot. Like trust me, like they don't have like great stuff, but in that sense, but I was able to mix it up and we made a track off of that. And that was just a beat that I cooked up in 10 minutes. And I just played it on the keyboard. I tried something different. I want to see you try to do something like that because I know, I could see it in your music that you have good rhythm, you have a good sense of what sounds good in the melody. I want to see you take that to the next level because I think you have it for real. Like I think you have like a talent for real and you have an ear for it for real. So keep doing that.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And Blaze is about to give you some good feedback too.
Yeah, first of all, with that deep ass voice, bro, why aren't you rapping?
I mean, that's not my forte. So the
Yeah,
rapping, that's
fair
just
enough.
not
But if
me.
you pick it up, bro, I feel like you could go
I'm about
far
to
with
pay you
that.
for a beat tag, bro.
Yeah, for real, yo.
Oh God.
Yeah. Nah, but the beat was solid. I think kind of like playing off of like what Chu said, where it's just kind of like a tight beat. It's just like there's only so much you can do with it and so much I can judge it because like it fits
Mhm.
exactly what it describes. It's like a YouTube type beat. You sound like you definitely know what you're doing. It was mixed pretty well. Only thing there might have been like a slight like clash in the melodies coming out of that first hook, but that also might be like a taste thing. I personally think I would have arranged it slightly different, but it wasn't bad at all. There is nothing wrong, I would say. There's just a personal taste thing. I think from here, what you need to do is kind of take this style and maybe try to put your own kind of twist or something on it because this is a kind of beat I feel like anybody could have made. So I want you to kind of push something in a direction where it's like, oh, this was MMB who made it, you know?
I disagree with that.
You do.
I don't think this is a beat that anybody could have made. I think you have to have
That's not what I mean. I'm not saying insultingly. I'm just saying it's a kind of beat where if you played it to me and said, guess who made it, I wouldn't be able to guess. That's kind of how I'm saying it. Not like as in like, oh, my grandma could have made it. That's not where I was going
Oh,
with
so you
that.
yeah, you were getting at
Yeah.
you were getting the same thing I was getting at in a sense of like so yeah, like I see that you're posting these Metro Boomin X Future type beats all the time. I want to hear a mystery music type beat in the future.
Yeah,
And
for
Bird,
sure.
Right.
that's
I
a
just
great
think even like if this is the genre you like to make, I say just like find like your own kind of spin or something you like to do with it. Because I remember hearing
fact.
one of your beats in a stream in the past, and it was a very similar vibe where it was like it was a good beat,
Mhm.
but there was nothing that was like phenomenal standing out about it. You know. With that
No,
said,
for sure, yeah.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8 because it kind of serves its purpose. But I do think that you could add some crazy shit to it if you wanted to overproduce it. But I say it's an 8 because it sits where it needs to sit.
Chu-
What we're getting at is try finding your sound. Like,
Mhm.
and it's hard. You're making tight beats, like get it, but find your sound in your production. Is there a certain arrangement you like to do? Is there a certain instrument choice? Like,
Cheesy C minor lead or C major
yeah,
leads.
like Blaze's sound is, those like little tight pianos. Like it sounds like the lead melody was made on that. Happy as shit, D major melody. My sound have a lot of guitar solos in the tracks that I make. Like Bird's sound, Bird's still finding it, but he likes the melodic stuff. So
Mhm.
find
Right.
your sound and then use the knowledge that you have, making all different types of type beats, and apply it to that, and you're about to be chilling, bro.
No, definitely, definitely. I know. Right now I'm focusing on getting better at creating melodies and also making, because recently I've been working with several artists, and now I'm like paying attention to, okay, let me make sure I'm making a beat simple enough for the artist to just rap on consistently. Because my older, because I just got back into this maybe October. I took like a year or two off, but just from working and collaborating with several artists, I'm like, okay, let me, like, the goal right now, to all of your points, improve, get better, make sure that it stands out. So that I like how you guys are mentioning that, because I'm like, all right, now when I go back to create, knowing the different things that I've learned, even from a mixing standpoint, all that, let me apply all that. That way I know, okay, let's change this up. Like I think someone mentioned, um, make it not just a Metro Future type beat, make it something that's very unique. So for sure, I'm definitely, as I create, um, I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind. Something that stands out.
Yeah, that was me that said that, and I yeah, like for
Mhm.
sure, I want to, like I said, I don't want to hear a Metro Boomin X Future type beat. I want to hear a mystery music beats
Yeah.
type beat. You know, I think you have that potential in you. If you listen to other producers that have the talent that you have, where you're able to put these melodies together and they sound professional in the way that
Hmm.
your beats sound, they do it in a way that's unique. So if you listen to any track that's popped off that Nick Mira has done, or any popular producer like that, because I'm sure you've seen them online and whatnot, um,
Hmm.
their beats have something unique about them that has never been done before. Where it's like something that you probably don't know right now. Like you're probably locked into this idea that my beats need to sound a certain way compared to where you could have this concept of like, I know that my stuff sounds good and I can do all that stuff that I know sounds good on the beat, but then have a part of that sounds a little bit different and a little bit like edgy, because
Hmm.
like popular vocalists love that. They like when something sounds like new and edgy, because they know if they put something out like that and they do something fire on it, that it's going to stand out compared to if you're just listening to Spotify and it shuffle plays and there's something that sounds like it's already been done before.
No, for sure, man. Yeah, I've been listening to. I mean, of course, some of the greats that I love: Timbaland, of course, Metro, Pharrell. Pharrell has that four like count start of like I think every song that he has, if I'm not mistaken. But they all those producers who have made it, they have something that stands out. They have a certain sound. Melodies, whatever it is, it stands out. So 100%. I'm definitely gonna keep this in mind as far as when I create, and just continue practicing. That's the biggest thing. Like practice, improve, and take this feedback. Like really, and continuously take the feedback in order to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got it in it. I just want to get the grading all around too before we move on to
Mhm.
the next one, because I know we have another track from you coming up as well. Choof, what did you have on there? What was the
For the rating, and I'm gonna have to hop off after this because I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. But
I
for the
got you.
rating for this beat, I'm gonna give it a solid like 8.5. Like I said, it was good. It was a solid beat, just like what we said before. Keep grinding, keep trying out new sounds to find your
Mhm.
own. Like I said, I'm looking forward to work. I'll drop my Instagram handle in the comments before I dip. And if you
Yeah.
want, hit me on there on the DM, and then we can cook something up.
For sure, for sure. Hey, I gotta get ready for work as well. But definitely, I'll connect. I'll message you on IG. Appreciate everyone's feedback. What is it, producer Bird? I don't know your name, but producer Bird, Mr. Bird. Thank you for I think inviting me to this group, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, it was a pleasure getting to hear everyone's music, and hearing everyone's voice. Actually putting a voice to everyone's profiles. But thank you guys so much. All right, I'm gonna dip. Happy MLK Day. You already know.
Happy MLK Day,
Hey,
brother. Have a good one.
yep, you too.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yo, Bird, I'm with the again off wave, but I feel bad because Eric's been here for a minute. I say play his track. I'll listen to it live, give
Yeah,
feedback.
we're gonna get these two tracks coming real quick. Sorry about
Yeah.
that, y'all.
Can you do Eric's first, and then I'll just give
GYMSTAR,
like
we need GYMSTAR's
rate the
rating on
others
that one. That's
offline.
it. We need the GYMSTAR.
Okay,
What did you
sorry.
rate that one?
Gotta say a 9.
All right, that makes my life easy. It's an 8.75 average. All right.
Yo, yeah, run Eric's track real quick. 'Cause he's been in here for a minute, so I'll give
Well,
him
hold on.
feedback
We got
live.
IRAP's been in here he was in here before for a minute. Okay, Eric's
Well,
here still.
he ain't in here right now, so I say run Eric's, and then I'll drop some.
I don't need to play this. We've just heard it.
Just heard who? Oh yeah, you don't gotta play MMB again.
I breathe in and exhale, and I'm feeling like fresh air. And I'm thankful for every day and everything you've done. My bedroom the same as an island in the sun. I'm playing the game like I already won this turn. And in the morning, call me, I wanna know your name. Seasons change and I wanna stay the same. This feeling stayed by my side when I sang for a while. In a flash, in a dash, yeah, I'm running out the door with the wind at my back and my pedal to the floor. And the things I've seen, well, I could tell you more next time. Pretty girl, pretty boy, sunshine face, hypnotized, mesmerized with lyrics that you sang. That helps me to face the rest of my day with a smile. Yeah, you're sunshine. It's a miracle I find. And sometimes when I'm feeling down, I rise high up above with the sun shine. Yeah, the sun. Kiss me, miss me, show me how you love. The feel of your lips like the feathers of a dove. I'm incomplete, will you help me to finish my song? With your voice in the shower, days when I'm gone. I miss you tonight, will you tell me when you come? I'll be waiting for you to part through the clouds. 'Cause you're sunshine. It's a miracle I find. And sometimes when I'm feeling down, I rise high up above with the sunshine and the sun.
All right, that was Eric Lazaret. He's in the chat now. I really enjoyed this piece. It's the only thing for me. Like as a vocalist, you sound amazing on all of these tracks. Like last week, that in the end track, I know at the end of the stream, I memed it a little bit, And during it, I said, it sounded like something Disney Channel will play, but I also highlighted that's a good thing, like that would be like a nice theme song type thing as well. I really enjoyed this track. This is the type of music that I like to listen to sometimes. I like the way, the lyricism comes out. I like the cadence of it. Not in the sense of it being aggressive, but I like how smooth it sounds, and I like how your voice sounds on the track. I think this is great for your vocal range too. Beat choice, amazing. The only thing for me is the mix. I think your voice needs to sound fuller on these tracks, because if you're gonna make tracks like this, where you're doing more singy type feel stuff, your voice needs to be over top of the beat, not glued to it. And I think that's where you struggle with your mixes. And I know that we did that track together, and you said that you liked the way I mixed your vocals. The only thing I did different with your vocals that you had already was I made your voice sound fuller on the track by basically making your voice fuller on the track and turning the beat down a little bit, which I did by extracting your vocals and whatnot from the track and turning them up. So I think that's something you need to think about. And I don't know if it's for a lot of people, I realize that it's a lot of, they don't like the way their voice sounds on the track, which I get. Like, I hate the way my voice sounds when I listen back to my own tracks, right? And then I got people that tell me, like, oh, you got a unique voice, this and that. Yeah, I get that. But you gotta vibe with it. It's gotta sit in the right spot on the track. And it, something like this, it sounded. I'm listening to it stereo. It sounded very mono. Your voice on a track like this, it's okay to sound very mono. I like that, but you have to make it louder. If it's gonna be mono, if not, it's gotta be stereolized a little bit, so that way your voice kind of pops through the beat, which is kind of counterintuitive at first. But when you listen to the track after you do so, you're gonna understand that the perceived loudness of your voice on the track actually makes up for the fact that you did that. It's gonna sound fuller, and it's gonna sound like your voice is projecting more. And that's something that I do a lot in my mixes when I mix with people. Is I do something like that, and all of a sudden they're kind of like, I actually like the way that sounded. It sounded like my voice was kind of present in the track, but it wasn't too overbearing. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm stereolizing their voice just a little bit to make it sound fuller. And that's something I think that, in your mixes you can do. I thought the lyricism on this, and I thought the cadence and the flow was perfect. Once you fix those things about it, it's radio ready. So for me, this was a 8.5. GYMSTAR?
Gotta admit, it was a really good intro. Let's see. It was a really great hook. It really felt like I was just actually taking a drive on the backside of the beach. So overall, this is a really good vibe. I really love this. So mine is an 8.
Blaze?
Yeah, I thought it was really solid. I agree with the whole vocal thing. I think the vocals could have been just brought up more in the mix. They were kind of drowned out by the beat a lot, which was a little disappointing, because the vocals, from what I could hear, were actually pretty good. I like all the like the way you sing, the delivery and everything was nice. I think this is learn how to make your voice, probably just the main thing is could have turned it up and it would have sounded way better, but it's really making your voice pop in a mix. And I also think that during your choruses, especially that last one, maybe it's like a little bit more energy, a little bit more, just because you have almost like a, I don't want to say lackadaisical, but a very like breathy kind of chill delivery with your stuff. I think that one you could crank a little bit more emotion out right at the end of the song, kind of as it climaxes. But overall, I remember hearing something from you last week, I believe, and I like your style. I think it's very solid. Just work on that vocal mix, really.
What's your
I'm
rating?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
All right, we're gonna kind of speed run these last two. We'll give it.
This
I'm
is a
about to dip because
certified
you're not here.
hood
I'll just drop my
classic.
rating real quick. I'll listen to it on my own.
Okay, yeah. Just drop me your rating, and I'll
Yeah, I will.
calculate them in.
All right.
Peace.
All right, peace. All right, so we got 2 more. Me and GYMSTAR will go through them, and then we'll give the final ratings out, which nobody really stays for, but they'll listen back to it on YouTube, and it'll sound gas. These streams have actually been going up steadily, so we're listening to IRAP now with Lefty Luciano, Return of the Lyrical Assassins. This sounds gas as well. Great job, Eric, by the way. That was a great submission.
I'll avenge you. Don't worry. These men are all gonna die.
Thank you. We're beneath the streets, like the catacombs of Paris. Underground supremacy has now been established. 4-horse chariots slicing through the crowd. Mongolian warlords, elephants loud. Sediments found in unlikely places. Moss and ivy growing all over the faces of Mount Rushmore. Hades can't take much more. Drinking looted wine, yes, we love war. Water under the bridge, catapults blasting. Lyrical assassins strike without compassion. Bodies all stacking, tower defense.
To the edge, legs dangle off the ledge as I snipe the defiant.
It's the return. It's the return. The mask is the return.
Okay, I got the vibe of the track based off of the beginning. I'm not gonna hold you. Usually I won't skip around, but I will on this track because I get the vibe and I see how you write your songs. And to be quite honest with you, I like the cadence and I like the flow. I don't like the lyricism. I think you have lyricism, but I think it's almost too much. I think it's almost like you're trying to fit into a theme that you don't fit into. Rap wise, I think you need to maybe slow down a little bit. I like the cadence and the flow. Get some space in there. In today's time, like modern hip hop, you want to have some different elements in there, a little flow switch here and there. Where last week I had this sounded like the same post as last week that you had, and I kind of got that vibe right away, and I knew it was going to be some good lyrics in there, and I'm sure, if I listen through, there'd be some good lyrics in there, but the mix is also too loud a little bit, and I also think that you could have touched up the mix a little bit more. Which I understand you post this on YouTube, it's just an idea and whatnot. And Master Rock, I cut in there for a second into something that, he was in, and I did also thought he had the same vibe to him. The reverb on his section was a little bit too much. You want to keep rap vocals very dry, like you have them, but your stuff is too loud, and I think you need to, it could help you a little bit to learn about how the limiter works. A bit more, because when I started recording in, that was the first thing that I had issues with my voice, the limiter. I didn't understand when I was reaching that ceiling, that I could I can duck that a little bit using the limiter. That's something that I think you can work on just a little bit. I love the post, but overall for me, I know you can do better. I know you have a great voice, so I'm gonna give this a 6.5. GYMSTAR.
I definitely love like the kind of aesthetic in like the beginning and how it like plays throughout the whole song. I do agree with you. The flow was really good, but it was like really, really loud for me. So you definitely like dial that back a bit, but my vote is a 7.
7, so we're averaging that out at a 6.75. And we have one more submission left here, GYMSTAR. And unfortunately, you have to switch screens for it. But it is one of my favorite lyricists in the Discord. No offense to anybody else here. He makes good stuff. Let me just switch my screen up real quick. Make sure y'all join in this. You guys join in. GYMSTAR, let me know when you're in.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, let's submissions. Let me know if this opens up Spotify on your screen. Did this open it up for you? Alright, this is Mistakes by Mojo Float.
I'm sorry when I didn't show up. I'm sorry when I wasn't enough. I'm sorry. Can we start from scratch? Cause now I can see how we are a match. I'm sorry when I didn't show up. I'm sorry when I wasn't enough. I'm sorry. Can we start from scratch? Whenever you fall, I'll be here to catch. I will accept you for who you are. Seeing your hurt when you flirt, battle scars. Written malicious and it is delicious. I'm creeping around, music my mistress. Grinding like fitness and I'm about to witness. Changing your mind with only a sentence. You know baby girl, I got that real. Let me know truly if you wanna feel. See eye to eye like signing a bill. Hop in my ride, make time stand still. I love you for who you are. You shape my world and light my stars. Knowing deep down I took it too far. No, nothing too far in this world of ours. Got us sinking, barely blinking. Hoping and living for a happy ending. Now we took it too far. Got us living on Mars. Went way too hard on this planet of ours. Living like stars with victory cigars. Treating our homes like open bars. Steady drinking, overthinking. Blinding lights, my siren blinking. Third, can we start from scratch? Cause now I can see how we are a match. I'm sorry when I didn't grow up. I'm sorry when I got caught up. I'm sorry. Can we start from scratch? Forget the mistakes we made in the past. This magic potion that I'm toasting. Just a sip, we in slow motion. Out my mind, way too far. Reclining back, watching Avatar. In 3D, how can it be? Time travel is your chest. Strike.
Alright, we get the vibe. This was good. This was really good. I get the vibe of this track right off the bat also. I'm not gonna hold you. I think that one thing you need to work on is your cadence and delivery and also your mix. Oh, Mojo's here. Hold up. Let me unmute him here so we can talk to him. Mojo, I don't know if you're able to talk. I just let you be able to talk in the chat. We're doing your review now.
Oh, dope. What's up?
What's up? So, what? Basically, unfortunately, CHOOF and BLZE had to hop off. I got the gist of your track. My one thing with you that I want to see you work on is your cadence and delivery. I think you have like really good lyricism. I like the way you write, and I like the way that you come at these tracks and the aggression.
Yeah.
I think your mix could be better. I think basically what I was saying. I think your mix could be a lot better. Yeah, and Eric's in here too. He just told me he wants to give some feedback in here too, if he wants to hop in. But overall, like this was a great track to be released on Spotify. Congratulations on that. And I think for me it's an 8.5. I just want to see you do better, bro, because I know you have like those lyrics and I know you have them bars and the cadence. I saw that Instagram video you sent me and you sent to A1. That sounded really good. I love the flow on that. I think that's your flow. That's your bag, Like
I agree.
I think you need to play around, and I know it stinks to think this, but I'm learning it myself too at the moment. Like in some cases, my voice sounds good with like the retune speed a little higher. Just so it sits more glued to the track. Like so, I've been mixing vocals for people for a long time, and one of the things that people tell me all the time is they don't. One of the things you told me was you don't like compression on your voice. On that track, I'm not gonna lie to you. I left a little bit of compression on your voice when I mixed it, and if I was to go back on that track, I might have even put a little bit of more retune speed on there. But I didn't think you were gonna like that. But there's certain times I'm mixing people's vocals, and I think that retune, like yeah, like some people think it sounds bad because it's auto tune, this and that. But there's if you up the retune speed and it puts your voice on time, in key, and you clip things to put them on time, which you don't need to do for your beats per se. People hate that, but it makes the track sound more complete. So
Yeah, got you.
that's something that I think, don't shy away from that because it's a popular style as is. You listen to popular rappers like Lil Baby, Drake for one, he uses a heavy retune speed. Even I was looking at it the other day, I saw something where Chris Brown uses 12 retune speed on his tracks. And he does
Mm.
like a lot of singing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's you listen to a Chris Brown track, you're thinking like, this guy can sing in key out of his mind, but that's not the case.
Right.
I saw a video like basically the other day. I saw the video of that where he was singing so out of key, and the producer put him up like in key with that 12 retune speed that he
Mm-hmm.
uses, and it sounded so much better.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that at all. Because I'm not really on the production side of things. But I mean, I get it what you're saying, and I'm looking forward to like working with you more, and on some tracks that we collab on and whatnot. And I'd like to hear, I'd like to hear that on the mix down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but either way, the lyricism on that brought that track up for me. That's an 8.5. Everything you post is like lyrically sound.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I definitely pride myself in is the lyricism of it, and what I'm working on is just kind of like you said, just getting the flow to hit and then getting the final mix to hit so the lyrics can be fully appreciated.
Yeah, and but that's the one thing I want for you is I want people to hear what you're saying without thinking about the other stuff. Because for me, like sometimes
Mm,
listening to your tracks is like, oh my god, like in my head as a
mm,
producer, on the producer side of things, someone who's mixed and mastered vocals for a little bit, it's for me it's the sense of like I love what you're saying.
yep.
I don't love how it sounds with the track behind it.
Yep. Yep. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So that's why this is going to be an 8.5 for me. GYMSTAR.
All right. So the hook was like really, really good. The lyrics were really good. Definitely what producer Brett had said. Like, definitely use a little bit more emotion. When you're trying to deliver the speech and everything. But other than that, that's like all the critiques that I really have. So I'd say it's another 8.5 for me.
Dope. Thank you.
So overall, that's an 8.5. Eric, did you have anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I love the song concept, and I thought, it's really hard to like when you set out to write a song to stick to the topic. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just thought that's impressive to like stick to the topic the whole way through. At least for me, for me, it's like really hard to do that because then now you have to rhyme with like a topic in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it makes it
Yeah.
like doubly hard. So thought that was like impressive. Also thought like that I could tell that it was actually like inspired from like something that actually happened because you were saying like specific details or like you're watching like Avatar and shit like that. So I thought
Yeah.
that was cute.
Yeah. Absolutely. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. One thing I will say though is the hook to me didn't really work for me because
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like maybe it would work like in a higher pitch, but like if I'm trying to mimic it was like I'm sorry. It just felt I don't know. It didn't. If it
I
sort
think
of felt like someone was whispering behind my back into my ear, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
I don't
think
know.
with your delivery on I think his point is on your delivery with the hook, and this is something that we all fall guilty of too while we're recording sometimes. I think we can all attest to this is something that I see a lot of people do also when they send me stuff is at first and I coach them through it is when you're spitting on a hook, even if you're spitting at like a lackadaisical flow, right, and you want the sound chill, You don't want to. I did it with my friend tonight. You don't want to spit that way on a hook. You want on a hook instead of being like, "I'm sorry," like you want to be like, "I'm sorry," like you still want to sing it out a little bit in the
Yeah.
background because
Mm-hmm.
that'll always hit more emotion with people when they're listening back to the track rather than being like, "I'm sorry." It's more like they'll be like in their head. It sounds better when you're like, "I'm sorry," or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. It used to be
Yeah.
like livelier, like punchier, like bouncier. And yeah, sometimes I do that too, where like I want the hook to make sense for the song, and so I want to say this one specific thing, and this specific thing is a very serious thing. Like you're apologizing, it's a serious thing, and so you have to say it. You're saying it with emotion, like I'm sorry, like in a very serious way. But then it doesn't really work if like it replays over and over, and you know you want it to be bouncier and like livelier and like hookier. You know what
Yeah, I got you. Appreciate it.
I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm trying to go through all these totals. We had a lot of submissions tonight too. Um, it's looking like CJF Music took the cake with a 8.75 average. I did the math on that wrong. Hold on. Now Colt took the cake tonight with an 8.83 average. MMB took second with an 8.75 average. And then it was CGF Music with the 8.75. So they kind of tied there. So it was Colt, MMB, and CGF, which is I mean, I don't know if y'all had a chance to listen to their tracks tonight. Colt is Trev's brother. This was his first track that he posted in the Discord. He just joined it this week. If you weren't here listening to that track, the track name was Fuego. He posted that 2 hours after Trev posted his stuff, and it was almost like a let me beat you brother type track also. So that was
Yeah, I
nice.
heard that track. It was dope.
Yeah, that track was dope. And then whatever CJF did, it really hit with us because that's one of my favorite songs. I used to it's actually kind of like resonate with me because I used to wake up in the morning back when I was in high school with some of my friends, and I lived by the beach off the East Coast. So in the summer, you know, when we had nothing to do, we would wake up real early, 6 a.m. in the morning. We go to the beach, we smoke a blunt, and then we go surfing. And one of the tracks that my boy would always play, who was 2 years older than me, who would surf with us, was "I Shot the Sheriff," and he used that sample over that, so that won me over a little bit because
Yep.
the sample
Super dope.
that was super dope. Um, I always do this where I review him afterwards too and give him why I gave my ratings. And MMB, he had an anthem level track beat that he posted. I don't know if you all had a chance to check that out. The first one he posted, we didn't play the second one because we kind of got the vibe of what he does. And our feedback for him was a little bit more in the sense of like, do what you need to do to make your style more unique. Don't just do what I said to him was don't just do MMB or don't do Metro Boomin or Future type beats. I want to hear an MMB type beat in the
Mm-hmm.
next week. So I'm gonna post that all up. But either way, shout out to y'all because y'all made
This is a certified hood classic.
y'all made some good music this week, and I was really happy with everybody's submissions. I love listening to all your music every week, so I'm thankful that y'all keep posting it and that this thing is growing because I love to do this. I don't know about you, GYMSTAR. I love to do this every week.
Nah, I definitely love doing this every week.
I know CHOOF is enjoying it too. I know BLZE is enjoying it too. Even though they got work things to go on Tuesdays, but we'll figure it all out as time goes on. I think next week we might switch to Twitch because I don't like the way Discord every time I get a notification it goes ding. And I also don't like just the way that everybody's hearing everything mono when I'm hearing it stereo.
Yeah, I don't know if you've gotten this feedback before, but your vocals sound fine, but then the other people who are giving feedback are like, I don't know how you're hearing my voice right now, but it's there's like an echo to it. Like, is my voice echoed for everyone else?
Oh, it is, but you have to mute the stream. I mute the stream like when people are talking, so it doesn't echo.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know how that works either, but apparently it works better with Twitch, and that's a common Discord problem. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna end the recording of the stream right here. So thank you everybody for watching this back and taking your feedback in and being here every week. I want to thank you for posting everything, like I just said. We'll be here next Monday, 9 o'clock, and like we played Eric's track last time at the end because it was the end.
Oh.
We want good moments like that in the future, so keep posting your stuff.